Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Flavine and I'm a Cameroonian student based in Belgium. So in today's video, like you've seen from the title, I'm going to be telling you step by step how you can apply for a Belgian visa and get it in a month without stressing yourself. I'm going to be breaking down everything. If you're in Cameroon, you are anywhere in Africa or even in the world, okay, I'm very sure that this video is going to be helpful for you. So sit tight and relax as we get into this video. Welcome back, guys. Okay, see, I have notes like, hey God, I sat down yesterday and I made notes so that I don't forget anything. Okay, if you guys hear any noise, I am filming in front of the window and cars are passing. There's nothing I can do. Okay, I needed lighting. I didn't travel with my ring light, so I don't have any extra source of lighting. So like I said in my intro, today I'm going to be breaking down everything, okay, step by step. Now this is the joy of this thing. When I wanted to apply for my visa, I didn't use any agent, nobody. I did everything on my own. So I am in the right position to tell you everything I went through, everything I did to get my visa in a month. Yes, in a month. Even though after I got my visa in a month, I had little issues with my passport, but that's different, okay, because I got my visa after a month. Exactly after a month, I was called and said, oh, your visa has been approved, okay. So yeah, I'm going to be talking in terms of documents involved, you know, outsourced organizations that the Belgian embassy uses, and of course the Belgian embassy itself, okay. Now I'm talking for people who are in Cameroon, but when I did a little research, I realized that majority of the things, they're almost the same. So even if you're in Nigeria, you're somewhere else, I'm very sure that we use the same, it's the same thing, okay. Ever since this corona thing started, everything has been the same, okay. So now let me be reading my, so if you see me looking down, please know that I'm trying to look at my points so that I don't get out of place, okay. So yeah, you have your admission, whether be it in KU Leuven, VUB, any school in Belgium, okay, you have your admission already, yay. And per admission, okay, if you guys want me to tell you how to get admission into schools in Europe, I am still going to do that, because like I said, my whole process from start to finish, I did not use any agent, okay. I did this with myself and with somebody helping me out, but not an agent, okay. I know the process from start to finish. So yes, you have your admission, yay, you have your admission. What next? If you're in a country like my own in Cameroon, okay, when I got my admission, the first thing that you need to do is to call Campus Belgique. Actually, they are now being called Via Bel. I'm going to be writing them on the screen, okay. They are now being called Via Bel. They are no longer called Campus Belgique, and their office is at Avenue Kennedy in Yaoundé. Avenue Kennedy, you know, the French Institute building. They are sharing the building with the French Institute. So I'm giving you guys detailedly so that you know where to go to. But the thing is that if you go there without booking an appointment, they're going to tell you to go back. You can book an appointment via email, which I'm going to leave the email here on the screen. You can write them and say, I want an appointment as soon as possible. You guys should give me an appointment. Or you can still call them. I'm going to still put the number on the screen. Like, I'm trying to make this thing really simple for you because I stressed a lot, okay. I stressed a lot before I could get all of this information. So you can get their number, like what I said, I put on the screen. You call them, you say, okay, I have an admission, okay, I want to book an appointment, my first appointment with Campus, because Campus Belgique is the first place where you book your appointment. That is where you now go with all your documents, okay. So after booking an appointment, they will give you a date. They can say maybe come on Friday or come next month, or you are the one to make them understand that it's really urgent, okay. And this is what I always tell people, start early. Forget that thing. When I wanted to start, people were like, oh, it's too early. I'm like, I need to start early. Start early as possible. Start early, okay. Call them and say, I want an appointment, Make sure that before you call them, you are ready with all your documents. So when you call them, they're going to give you an appointment, and then you go there. When you're going for your appointment, let me just tell you this now. Let me go to my next point. Take the original of all your documents and 80,000 francs and go to Yaoundé Plus. Have pics, okay, and a file, even work internship, okay. So when you're going to Yaoundé for Campus or Via Bel, let me not call them Campus Belgique because they have changed their name now to Via Bel. So when you're going to Via Bel, carry all the documents that you have in this life. Let me just tell you, don't minimize any document. Do not minimize any document, okay. Carry all the documents that you have in this life from school that you think that are important for this embassy thing, okay? Carry them. Every document, original. Do not carry any photocopy. They don't want photocopies. They will photocopy for you. Go with your originals. Go with 4 half pictures, you know, the passport size photos. Go with them. Carry anything that has to do with work. Because, see, let me tell you, when you are going for any embassy thing, work experience is important as well. They want to see all of them. Any internship, any document, anywhere that you've worked, be it voluntary, involuntary, anything that you can, you know, make your admission form thick, heavy, carry it and go. At this point, even your affidavit of support is not very important. They don't really need it available, okay? They don't really need it. So if you don't have your affidavit of support at this point, it's still okay, because I didn't go with mine. I didn't go with my affidavit of. They don't really need it there. They just need all those important documents. They just need all those important school. So for example, I'm coming for a master's, okay? So they needed all my ordinary level, advanced level, university degree, my work degrees, anything that I have been doing after I graduated in 2017. And then, mind you, since I was in Cameroon, I did hustle. If hustle was the name of a person, it was me. I was doing my skincare business. I was doing YouTube, which I'm still doing now. I was doing, what else? I used to sell snails. Like, I used to send snails abroad. Mind you, I took pictures of all of those things. Any picture that I have on social media, I printed it out, because my business is not registered, okay? My brand name is Flabel. One day it's going to be registered in Jesus' name, amen. My brand name is Flabel. It is not registered. So all I had to do was to take pictures, go to my social media accounts, take screenshots of my Facebook pages, my Instagram accounts, okay? I printed them out. What else? As for YouTube, since my other channel where I talk about skincare, I have been monetized, okay? I took screenshots of payments, you know, bank payments, like YouTube has actually been paying me, you know, all of those emails. I printed out I'm that extra, because that is what I do now. But before, from 2017, I had some organizations that I had worked with, some places that I had worked with. So 2020, 2021, it was my business that was keeping me going. So I had to prove that I was not just sitting at home. You understand? I was not just sitting at home. So when you graduate, this is what they always say, when you graduate, is don't sit at home. It's better you go somewhere to do voluntary service, because at the end of the day, if you have plans of traveling abroad, those documents are going to help you in the future, okay? So yeah, that was it. I took it and I went there and I paid 80,000 francs. So this is where the money part starts coming in. You go there with 80,000 francs, okay? They're going to collect it and they're going to give you a number. I'm going to put a screenshot of it here, okay? I left documents upstairs. I would have been showing you guys proof. They're going to give you a VEB number. That number, keep it very well in your file, because that's the number that you are going to be using. The number, you will need it somewhere else. If you don't have that number, the other somewhere else, they will not attend to you, okay? So you need that number. So now at Campus Belgium, that is where you're going to do your first written interview, because with Belgium, with the Belgian embassy, it's not like the American embassy where you go, they ask you, where are you going to? You have like a face-to-face interaction with somebody and they ask you questions. It doesn't happen here. Here with these people, is the document that speaks, okay? Things have really changed from where they were before and now, okay? Things are not the same anymore, so you have to be. I'm very sorry if this video is going to be long, but I'm really trying to explain everything, okay, so that somebody really understands. I know how hard it can be when you don't understand or you don't get anything at all. So yeah, I said you go with 80,000 francs, and this is where, now the next point is there you will get your oral / written exam or interview. Okay, so this exam or interview, I'm going to do a whole video about it, okay? I'm going to give you all the questions that I was asked, because I have them in my phone. So I'm going to write them out somewhere and we make a whole video, and I'm going to tell you how to answer them, how to go about answering all those questions, okay? So we are not going to do it here, but there at Campus Belgium, before you book an appointment, get ready. All the questions that you can imagine in this life, they are going to ask you. Where are you going to? What are you going to read? The thing that you did, is it the same thing? all of those kind of questions that you can imagine in any interview. Who are you going to live with? Who is your sponsor? That is where your affidavit of support comes in, okay? Even though I'm saying that you don't go with your affidavit, make sure that whoever is doing your affidavit of support, you have all their information. They're going to ask you, what is the person doing? How many people are dependent on the person? And in a month, how much do you think the person sponsor? We are going to get into all of that, okay? That one will be in a different video. Like, I have the questions from start to finish. I have them, so I can guide you. I can best guide you. So when you go there, you pay that 80,000 francs, you're going to write that exam. And let's leave the exam part. After writing that exam, somebody is still going to call you to just confirm some of the things that you wrote. They will just ask you a few questions again to fill in the machine, and that will be it for that day, okay? Now, when you are done for that day and you know that you have all your documents intact, let me stay in point. From there, you get a code and you book an appointment with VFS. Now, VFS is another outsourced organization that the Belgian embassy uses, okay? And now in Cameroon, we have VFS in Douala, we have VFS in Yaoundé. And now since I don't live in Yaoundé, I had to use the VFS in Douala. Now, don't be worried that, oh, maybe the VFS in Douala is a little bit slow since it's not. No, they work the same. There is no difference, okay? There is no difference at all. They work the same. So don't be. So if you are in the southwest region of Cameroon or you're in the Anglophone region of Cameroon, you can always use VFS Douala that is closer. No need for you to travel and go to Yaoundé. No, because at one point when they still need documents, if maybe a document is missing and they need it and they need to call you to bring it back, it's better you use a VFS that is closer to you for you to always rush and go there, okay? So since I was living in Douala, voila, VFS Douala was my easiest place to go. Now, when you are done with Campus Belgique and they've given you the code and everything, you go to VFS website online, okay? Type VFS Cameroon or VFS Global, and you're going to follow all the necessary things, what you want to do, student visa and all of that. And now they'll ask you, you want to book an appointment, you want to book an appointment. They'll now open you a portal. They'll ask you some information to fill, okay? Your name. They will now ask you that number from Via Bell that you did in Yaoundé. You fill in the number, fill in your passport number and all of that. You book your appointment, you book your time. And that is it, okay? Once you've booked your time, you've booked your appointment, everything is set. Now, VFS is the last stage. But mind you, before we get to all of these things, there are documents that you need to arrange. This is where you need the affidavit of support now. You need your non-conviction. And when you do your non-conviction, you go to MINREX, that's the Ministry of External Affairs in Cameroon, and you certify it. In my case, the only document that I had to certify at MINREX was my non-conviction, okay? I certified my non-conviction. You need to do your medicals, and medicals cost 50,000 francs. And now, when I say medicals, I'm not saying that you should just go to Hôpital Bonasama or La Cantini or any regular hospital. No. VFS has its station doctors that they have approved. I am going to put a list of it here. I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys to see. They have in 2 towns, Douala and Yaoundé, okay? The doctor that I did mine is at Bonapriso. I'm going to put her name here on the screen. Because I chose her because she has been in Belgium. She knows all of these things, because immediately you go to her hospital, you say, I want to go to Belgium. Student medical, she knows already. They just send you and do everything. Pap, pap, pap. No discussion. It's 50,000 francs. It's not negotiable, okay? But there are many other hospitals in Douala. Like, there are 3 hospitals or 4, and all of them are private. It's not like this general hospital, no. So don't go and do any medicals in any hospital. VFS has its own doctors that it wants, okay? And because when you go there, they know exactly what VFS wants. So you go and do your medicals. Oh yeah, you keep, let me make sure that I'm not non-conviction certified, your handwritten application, okay? As I'm talking, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the things that my handwritten application, telling them what I want to go and do, you know, just trying to be nice, a motivation letter to tell them that you want to go to their country and learn, you believe that their country is there. But you know, all those sweet things that you can tell any consulate or anybody that please give me a visa, I'm not going to stay in your country. For somebody like me, I took a program of 1 year and I did it intentionally so that I'll be hitting on the points that, oh, I don't want, it's just going to be 1 year. After all, I have businesses that I need to come back and develop, businesses that I need to come and, you know, work on, register and do a lot. Like, see, hey, God, I capitalized on my businesses so badly that was my strong point. I kept telling them I need to come back, you know, to do my businesses and all of that. So yeah, you need a handwritten application. You need pictures with white background. I do not say that you should go and take pictures with red background or yellow background. It should be white like this, okay? So you need pictures with white background, like 4 pics or many pics. If you are not sure, okay, at VFS Center, there's always a photographer there that takes pictures. So you are sure that, at least I can speak for VFS Douala, I don't know about the one in Yaoundé. Then you need a redevance. Redevance is like what you pay for custom. Is it custom or for the government here in Belgium? Now, depending on your school, if you're going to a public school, the price is different. You're going to a private school, the price is different. You're going to a public school that is being subsidized by the government, the price is different. All of this information are going to be on the VFS Global website. Make sure that you read it. I, for one, I'm going to a public school, so I paid 207 euros. I had somebody pay it here. I paid somebody in Belgium when I was not here. They paid for me, and then I paid them in francs CFA when I was staying in Cameroon. So they pay and they send me the receipt. I scan, I print it out, I add it to my file. What else do I need? Affidavit of support, rate or call for directions. Okay, affidavit of support. Now for directions, what I'm saying is that when the person wants to send you affidavit of support, please, in the name of God, let them send you that 3 last pay slips, like, you know, their pay slips, their affidavit of support, their financial records, 3 last pay slips, and their ID cards. Yes, they're going to print that out and send it to you. Okay, so affidavit of support, I don't really know how I can say much about that, because the person sending you the affidavit of support, it's like they have to send it first to the Belgian embassy in their country. They approve that, okay, this affidavit of support is good, before now they send it to you. Okay, so it's left for that person to decide. And I always like an affidavit of support from either somebody in this country, or better still from a place like the US, Canada. Even though I know people who shall use affidavit of support from Cameroon, but I'm always skeptical. Okay, if you can get somebody in the US, Canada, or even in Belgium here, it is always very good. Now, mind you, where I live is the person who gave me an affidavit of support. Okay, I am so grateful to them, because Daddy NS, I use this affidavit of support. I live in his house, so everything is just sweet. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Your affidavit of support is very important. I said read the information directions because of all of that. Okay, now when you are at VFS, okay, when you are at VFS, before you go to VFS, just hold like 200,000 francs in your pockets, because you're not going to pay for a lot of things. There are some legalizations that will take place, but at VFS you cannot legalize it anywhere. You're going to be paying for some things, you know, a bunch of documents that you're going to be paying for. So make sure that you hold at least 200k, because at the end of the day, if you want to calculate it, you spend like 100 and something. So just hold 200k. If you have change, no problem, sha. There's no issue if you have change, right? So just hold that money. So I think that I have covered everything. If there's something I'm leaving out while I'm editing, I'm going to be adding it, okay? But I wrote down everything so that I don't forget anything. So when you've put everything together, see, and there's something, okay, you see every single document in your file, be it your affidavit of support, be it your passport. Oh, and passport, let me tell you something so that you don't make the mistake I did. Always check your passport. If your passport is not, considering the years that I'm coming here for 1 year, so my passport has to be more than 1 year. My passport has to be like 2 years before it gets expired. So if you're coming here and your program is 2 years, make sure that your passport is at least 4 years or 3 years before it expires. Don't do my mistake, okay? My mistake is that my passport is 1 year old before it expires, but they could not stamp on it, and now I had to stress to get a new passport. And you guys know how the passport issue in Cameroon is. Thank God the whole issue has changed. Now they're doing it online, which is faster. We thank God for that, okay? But to be on a safe side, check your passport, check all your documents. Now, I cannot really say much about school documents, okay? I had my IELTS, IELTS, okay? I had it, which is a good document. If you ever want to come to Europe, just write IELTS, okay? Write IELTS academic, and always try to get at least from 7 points upwards, okay? It gives you an upper hand when you want to register in school, you want to get admission in school, even at the embassy states, all of that, okay? Yeah, so it's very important for you to get all your documents. Like when I say original of documents, okay, see, I left University of Boya, I had English proficiency, I had IELTS, I had everything that has to do with language, okay? I can prove that I can speak a little bit of French, I can speak a little bit of French and a whole lot of English. Okay, so just get everything ready, every point, everything on point. So, see, the best way for you to get this thing faster is to prepare. Okay, get everything ready. Don't be that kind of a person that you'll be in a haze to get this, to get that, to get that. Okay, once you get your admission, just call the person that has to do your non-conviction. Mama, do my non-conviction now. The affidavit of support person, just call them. Get all your work documents, all your information, everything ready. Okay, with your money ready. In 1 month, trust me, when all your documents are okay, in 1 month they call you and tell you that come and take your visa. And see, when it comes to these people, it's document that speaks. Don't try to make fraud in anything. No, please don't do it. Okay, don't let nobody fool you, because in my case there was no strange document. Everything was on point. I know that there are people that buy things, people that buy work. No, just try and be nice. Just try and put everything, because they will check all of this, and when they see anything that is not correct, okay, you're going to be denied. So yeah, that is basically. And the last point that I wrote here is starting early is key. Please start early, okay, so that if there's anything that you don't have or anything, you can always start early. I started in January. That is it. I started this whole process in January. I went to Viabel in January. By February, March, April, I was rounding up already. Okay, by May, yes, they called me there for my visa. It's just that I traveled in August because of the fact that passport issue. I had to look for passport, then send it back to them for them to stamp on top of it. But in May, my visa was ready already. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If this video was helpful to you guys, let me know down in the comment section. If you have more questions, leave it down in the comment section. But if you have something really personal that you want to discuss with me, I'm going to leave my IG here on the screen. You can reach out to me. Please don't come against my IG and you ask me questions that I have really tried to explain, because I know that deep down I have tried to explain everything. Okay, yeah, so if you know that you guys want videos like this, you want me to talk more on this, because the next thing that I'll be talking are the type of questions that I was being asked at Viabel. I'm going to be telling you guys all the questions. And also the other thing that I want to talk about is how to get school. So expect those 2 videos. But if you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.